going on, everybody? It's your boy Thing Ghost back again with another video. Going to be talking about Invincible yet again. This time I'm going to be following up a little bit after my last video when I was talking about how I wouldn't want them to change certain things with Conquest. Had me thinking about like 5 quick things I could just throw out from the top of my head that I hope they don't really change or mess around with too much in season 2 with Invincible. I think I made a video about this earlier on in my channel, but this could just be like a update refresher, you know what I'm saying, just off the dome, especially considering that the news about Invincible pretty soon is starting to ramp up again, so it'll be a good time to make a fresh video regarding this subject. But yeah, let's just start off with that first one that I pivoted and made this video off of. The character of Conquest in Invincible is a villain. He's also a Viltrumite from the planet Viltrum. He's fucking crazy strong. He's a veteran. He's older. He kind of gives off the vibe that maybe he could be like some kind of trainer, like at a higher position of the soldiers in the Viltrumite Empire, maybe like a general commander of the main enemy force, like the army. He's not the leader of the entire Viltrumite army, you know what I'm saying? He's not the, he's not like Grand Admiral Thrax level, because he probably doesn't want to be. He probably wants to always be on the front lines and in the fight. You can clearly tell that he's been around for a while. He's older. There's a lot of history on his face. He has a scar on the left side with his eye out. You actually see in the comic what happened to his face. Spoiler alert, this alien race called the Ragnars, they're like the only alien race that can really damage the Viltrumites because of just their planet and where they're from. And I think it's some kind of chemical in their atmosphere that actually causes the Viltrumites to be weaker. I'm not sure about the details on that. It's been a while, but I know the Ragnars can fuck Viltrumites up for sure. And they play like a lot of parts in the plot of Invincible, like later on and stuff like that. And I think they're responsible for actually taking off his arm and scratching through his eye. Long story short, Conquest is an amazing character, even with all those details kind of just being shown to you, not really just expositioned out. He's a character that's not really have that much depth to him besides what you see is what you get. The guy's a brute. He knows how to fight. He has came there to catch a fade, and he wants to fight Invincible. I hope they keep it simple like that, but I can understand if they want to flesh him out more and add more stuff to him. I just hope that whatever they add, they don't compromise what's already there. That's the first thing. Number 2, I actually made a whole video dedicated to this. I will leave a link to it in the description so I won't spend as much time on it as I did with Conquest. But Anissa, you guys need to keep everything that happened with that character in the comic as is in the show. Please. Like, if y'all read the comic, y'all know what I'm talking about. Anissa needs to do that to Mark. She needs to do it. It needs to happen. Now, in the world that we live in today, I can understand if they might want to change that around, but I really don't want them to. It needs to stay as is. When she does that to Mark, I feel like it will cause a lot of story development for his character, to go through something like that. And also, I would like to see how that is implemented on the show and, where they can go from there. I mean, obviously, you don't have to focus on it too much, but still, just having that scene, because that was fucked up, and I was not expecting that at all, but I like how it happened, and it was definitely a moment that Mark grew. It was like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? It was just like, I wasn't expecting that. Now, if I'm being honest, not trying to be insensitive to somebody who that may have happened to, it's still quite funny to me. But on a more serious note, I do want to see that tackled because I haven't seen nothing like that ever in an anime before, or like an animated series before. Like, I've never seen that done, especially on that level. So it'd be cool if they actually kept that scene as is. That's all I'm saying. Don't change that if you don't have to. Please don't. And I want to see people's reaction to that scene as well. That would be fucking hilarious. Number 3, do Angstrom Levi right. Change him around a little bit. I actually would like if y'all did that, but what I don't want y'all to change is the actual pacing of the story. Put him in season 2, let him be the focal point. Don't really have Conquest up in there. Don't focus on him. I don't even want to see the fight between Mark and Conquest. Like, don't fast forward to that shit. Take your time. let Angstrom Levi be like the main villain, if anything, or at least one of the main villains. I would like that to be like the focus of Angstrom Levi. I want them to do it like that, because if they change that and kind of switch around the pacing of the story, they will have to add more stuff, take out more stuff, similar to what happened to The Walking Dead, and we all know how that turned into a mess. And they already have the series perfectly written and laid out for them in the comic. All they have to do is just translate it. So I don't want them to get a little too overzealous. Please just stick with the pacing of the story and do Angstrom Levi right. Now, number 4. What's one thing I don't want them to change? Another one. Shit, I can't think about it. I just did 3 good ones, and I need 2 more. What's something I don't want them to change? Don't change nothing with Alan the Alien. In fact, keep doing what y'all doing. I like what y'all added with Alan the Alien in season 1. The, little scenes of dialogue and moments and stuff like that. It wasn't much. We only got to see him twice. But, what we got with him, that little tussle that him and Mark had with each other, like him throwing the satellite at him and shit, that was cool. I just really want to see more of Alan the Alien. And don't change him at all either. He has actually a lot coming up. If you guys want to follow up with where the comic actually goes shortly after that conversation that Mark has with Alan the Alien on the moon, we could actually follow up behind Alan and get to see where he goes and who he answers to, Coalition of Planets, all that stuff. Thetis, get to find out more about what he's actually doing, you know what I'm saying, his mission, and you can just learn more about Alan the Alien. I really want to see more of that in season 2, and I like how they have him portrayed in the comic, so I don't really want them to like change that too much as well. Like, if anything, add more to it. Let's see more fights with Alan. Like, it's a lot of matchups I would like to see Alan involved in, like that I never got to see. Alan versus Battle Beast, Alan versus Thrag, or Alan even versus Conquest. Like, well, you know what I'm saying? It's just cool to see Alan the Alien, and it's cool to see that nigga throw hands in the comics. So anything more they can add with him, don't take, just give. You know what I'm saying? Give us more time with Alan the Alien. I would love to see that. I don't want to see y'all giving us less time with Alan, because we only got 2 small moments with him in the first season. While I understand that's the first season, y'all had a lot of other shit to focus on. This is season 2. Give us more Alan. And number 5, even though I gotta be honest, the last 2, I'm kind of talking about things I want to see, not things that I don't want them to change, but I'm kind of trying to work on both ends at the same time. But this last one, what's something I don't want them to change? Shit. Let me just think. Don't change. Oh, and I think this is gonna happen in season 2 too. Bruh, don't change the fucking fight, the damn, oh my gosh, bro. Don't change what's gonna happen to the damn, Guardians of the Globe, the new Guardians of the Globe with Rexplode and all them. Bro, I want to see that fight as is. When they going against the fucking Lizard League, nigga, that whole fight, don't change that. Please. Rexplode and the fucking Guardians of the Globe versus the Lizard League, bro. Please don't change that whole fight scene. That shit was epic in the comic. I wasn't expecting it. I was on the edge of my seat, especially for a fight like that. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't like a low-level fight or nothing, but I wasn't expecting the Lizard League to go that hard, bro. It just came out of nowhere. I'm turning pages, and then I just get to this dope-ass fight between, Rexplode and them versus the Lizard League, and I was just like, it was brutal. It kind of reminded me of that. You know what? You remember how they did in season 1 on episode 5, I believe, when Battle Beast was beating the shit out of everybody, and they had that fight with Machine Head and his henchmen. That fight in the comic was live, don't get me wrong. They even got their ass beat, don't get me wrong. But for some reason, it didn't feel as intense and as like on the edge of your seat and as like fucked up as the show did. When the show redid that fight, them niggas was fighting for their life almost. I was just like, ooh. And then you know, Robot getting mad, he putting the crystal and shit, he screaming and blasting niggas back and shit. Why I say crystal? He didn't grab no damn crystal. But still though, you know what I'm talking about. Like it was a lot going on, motherfucker. And it was people just screaming and fighting. It was intense. People looked like they was about to die. Monster Girl getting fucked up. Like I said, it happened like that in the comic somewhat, but in the show it just felt way more intense. So I would love to see how that shit is gonna be done when they fight in the Lizard League in season 2. I think that happens in season 2 too. That lines up with season 2. That gotta happen around. That's gonna happen in season 2. And boy, whoo, please don't change that fight, y'all. I gotta see everything that happened in that damn comic strip, even more in that fucking fight. And that is going to cement Rexplode as a fan favorite if he already isn't one. I'm telling y'all right now, y'all gonna like that nigga as much as I do after y'all see that fight scene. If you read the comic, you know exactly what fight I'm talking about. But yeah, that's top 5 things I don't want them to change going into Invincible season 2. Don't change Conquest. Keep that Anissa shit in there. Make sure that we get to see the actual hands being thrown by the Guardians of the Galaxy and the Lizard League. Also, make sure that you give us more Alan of the Alien. Don't take nothing away. Give us everything and then some. You feel me? And I think I had one more, but I can't remember it right now. Y'all will see it in the video. I can't really recap it because that shit done just left my brain. But I hope y'all have a good day, night, wherever you are. This has been Thin Ghost. And until next time, guys, peace.